are gathered here this evening to celebrate both press freedom and its courageous activists and advocates in what remains one of the safest settings in the world. And I hope that you will use this occasion here tonight to pick out many of those activists and talk to them and hear their stories and lend your support.
Thank you very much, and I want to thank Freedom House for bringing us all together this evening and tell the journalists in the room just how much I admire what you do every day, and particularly those that do so at great personal risk. Yours is an incredible story, not just what you write, but the fact of your writing it in itself is an incredible story. I have great respect for what you do. We often talk in this building and others here on the Hill about courage in reference to political courage to take a position one way or the other, but that really pales compared to the very real personal courage that each of you exhibit every day. We could not have a more timely event to talk about the significance of a free press, the significance of new media, the significance and importance of the circulation of good information.
It's an honor for me to stand with Adam Schiff, the founder of our World Free Press Caucus. He came to me and said something to the effect that we needed a Freedom House on the floor of the House. And join me in thanking Adam Schiff for his tremendous leadership for a free and independent press. Adam suggested that there's maybe never been a more important time for us as Americans, as people that believe in liberty, and as policymakers to stand and articulate a vigorous defense of the importance of a free press. I think of Thomas Jefferson's great missive that I'll probably badly restate. He said, given the choice between a nation with a government and no free press, or a nation with a free press and no government, he would choose the latter. I really believe that our freedom depends every bit as much on the people that carry a pen and pad and a camera and a recorder as it does on those men and women who wear the uniform and carry the weapons to defend our freedom. I want to ask for all of your help. That as we, with Freedom House and as with our caucus on the floor, do our part to shed light on the importance of free and independent press, let's challenge policymakers in this country to lead by example. I'm going to be challenging my colleagues in the Republican majority, in the House, the Republican minority in the Senate. This is the Congress, this is the administration that once and for all should put a stitch in that tear in the First Amendment, freedom of the press, and pass a federal media shield so all the world can see.
Sri Lanka's government has taken media suppression to the level of a martial art. In 2009, we may have ended the war, but the war on media still continues. One journalist abducted in January 2010 still remains missing. Websites deemed anti-government are shut down, even 3 days ago. Their offices are torched and journalists continue to be arrested. It is 2 years since my husband was murdered by the government of Sri Lanka, and yet there has been no proper investigation into his murder. And this issue is emblematic of the culture of impunity that now prevails in Sri Lanka. If Sri Lanka is to move forward, it really needs to find reconciliation, and for that there must be accountability.
We have to work hard on establishing freedom of the press and freedom of the media in Egypt. We haven't yet obtained the right to open newspapers without permission from the authorities and from security. We need you all to keep an eye and follow the developments in Egypt so that our revolution will go in the right direction and does not go to waste.